Ricky Ronnie isn't a stranger to this program, but what is it like having him, now as the offensive coordinator? His expectations for you guys as the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, having him as our coordinator has been a seamless transition. He pushes us every single day. He wants to be as good as we can. He wants to be the best in the country, more than I think anyone. And I think that tenacity that he has every single day and the chip that he has on his shoulder that he's bringing to our offense and making sure we don't lose that chip because we've been successful the last couple of years. He's making sure that we're striving for more, and I think that's something that it's made the transition extremely seamless. And it helps that he's been around for the last 4 years, so he knows every single person in this offense. He knows the offense like the back of his hand. A lot of people don't realize what he's done the last 2 years as a pass game coordinator, working with Coach Moorhead and constructing that and being up in the box and being able to relay information down and being able to, when we come in, make these halftime adjustments. A lot of what we're doing is based off of kind of what he's been able to see and relay down to Coach Moorhead and where we feel like we can attack in the second half. So having him as our coordinator has been a seamless transition, and we're all excited for it.
As a quarterback, I guess, what has been your perspective on the safeties? Coach here, he was telling us that Garrett Taylor has had a great spring, and you mentioned Lamont and Nick Scott and all those guys. What's kind of your perspective on that?
Those dudes fly around. Nick's back there. He's always, trying to disguise and, show us different looks. And, his athleticism, he can be showing one thing, and then the next second he's flying across the field because he's got that speed and athleticism and range to be able to cover that. Garrett's been extremely good in coverage this year and been aggressive in the run game. So then you move Lamont back there. He's in a new position for him, but he's doing well. He's adjusted to it, and he's taking it full stride. And every single day he's doing what he can and get better and better, learning the nuances of now being a safety as opposed to a corner. And then you got guys like Jonathan Sutherland, who's a young, hungry dude that every single day Coach Franklin's talking about how every single play for him is like the Super Bowl. I mean, the dude loves playing football, and he loves going 1,000% every single time, and that's who he is. So I think the competition that we got in that room, it pushes the guys in front of it, and on top of the fact that they're all competing for spots that we lose two guys at.
It's a story of the offensive line this spring. There's been so many guys, so many groups during your career here. What have you, I guess, not learned, but what's the outlook for that group that you've seen so far?
I'm excited for those guys. I mean, we got now 6-7 guys with legitimate starting experience, and then we got 2 young guys right now, and 3 really in Dez, Mike, Miranda, and CJ Holmes that they kind of bring a young hunger to those older guys and push everyone. And right now they've been an extremely bright spot for us during spring ball. They're getting great movement. It was one of those positions where you get 4 or 5 guys that have worked together for a couple years now. That chemistry amongst them, just like chemistry with quarterbacks and receivers, they understand what how they're supposed to work on, but understand how they work together and how to combo the linebackers and slide and pass protection and what have you. So those guys, it's been a really bright spot for our offense this year, and I'm excited for them.
Have you followed the mock drafts at all? Because the big debate is whether Saquon or a quarterback should go high. And what would your perspective be on that as somebody who's a quarterback who played with Saquon?
I don't know. I'm partial to Saquon because of the kind of athlete he is and the kind of person he is. You're not going to find a better character guy, and you're not going to find a better athlete. And I think that's been proven. But if you're one of the teams that needs a quarterback and you feel extremely high about one of these guys that you're willing to risk losing a guy like Saquon, that's kind of their perspective. And personally, I'm going to be biased to Saquon because I know the type of person he is, the type of player he can be.
How much better does he make a quarterback, I guess, would be the natural progression from that?
He's a quarterback's best friend. I can say that I haven't played 2 years with him. So
why?
Just what he can do. Nothing feels better than throwing a 5-yard pass and getting an 85-yard touchdown because of it. It's the easiest 85 yards you'll ever get in your life. So having a guy like Saquon, how dynamic he is, I can attest to he's the quarterback's best friend.